La gente siempre me preguntan, what does Jeremy eat? ¿Qué lo que come? What does a vegan even eat? Is my most frequently asked question. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you exactly what that is. If you're new here, my name is Jeremy Serrano and I'm an artist and creator behind the platform La Comida Jeremy. And in today's video, I'm going to be answering my most frequently asked question about what does a vegan like me eat. I prepared 5 delicious plates for you that I love to eat, enjoy, and that are not super difficult to make. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So most of my favorite dishes are actually from Vietnamese culinary, and one of those things is banh mi sandwiches. Today we're going to be making a chicken lemongrass banh mi, which is so freaking delicious. First, we're going to start pickling some carrots. Usually you would do matchstick carrots, but I like them to be a little bit thinner, so I peel them. Then you can go ahead and add some hot water, sugar, a little bit of salt, and some rice vinegar, and this is a very easy way to pickle anything. You would also usually add cucumbers and daikon radishes, but I didn't have any on hand, so we're just using carrots today. And next up, we're gonna make the lemongrass chicken. So most lemongrass recipes that I've seen typically just have minced lemongrass, some kind of red pepper, something spicy, fish sauce, and also sugar. It's a very simple process. Today, I'm adding a few extra ingredients because I am using these vegan chicken strips. And I just wanted to have a little bit more flavor than usual because typically I would use tofu, but today I'm using these chicken strips. And this recipe is super easy to make. Honestly, what gives it the flavor is the vegan fish sauce, which is essentially a soy sauce, as well as the vegan oyster sauce. This stuff is freaking delicious on its own. It doesn't even need anything else. One extra thing that I added that I never do is this Vietnamese simmer sauce that I found. It's garlic lemongrass, and I thought that it would enhance the flavor, and honestly it did. It was so delicious. And honestly, this is so easy to make. All you really need to do is heat up the tofu, chicken, or whatever you're going to be using, add the sauce in the middle, heat it up, and basically it's done. All right, next up, usually you would use a Vietnamese baguette, which is essentially kind of like a French baguette, but very different, a little bit softer, but I didn't have any, and I honestly didn't want to make any. I ended up getting a French style baguette, and I'm just heating it up in the toaster oven with aluminum foil, and you're ready to go. Now for the insides, typically you would dress it up with either mayo or butter. I'm using butter today. If you don't have this on hand, it's fine, but I usually have had all my banh mi's with some kind of pate inside. I found this vegan one online, and it is so freaking delicious. Then we're gonna go ahead and add our lemongrass chicken, our pickled carrots, and of course cilantro, and then we're done. Banh mi's are so simple to make and honestly one of my favorite things to eat from Vietnamese restaurants, and they are so good and easy to make, so I hope you try it out because this is a good one. Alright, so next up we have veggie night. I promised my Ko-fi fam that I would start eating more veggies, so I decided to do a veggie roast. Basically, this is just cauliflower, mushroom, Brussels sprouts, sweet potatoes, whatever veggies you want, and we're gonna go ahead and roast them in the oven. I use my toaster oven because I don't actually like to turn my oven on, but essentially what I just did was season it with everything: garlic powder, onion powder, red pepper flakes, salt, pepper, olive oil, give it a good little massage. Then we're gonna wrap this up like empanada and just put it in the oven for like 45 minutes, and it's gonna grill up. Then you're gonna open it up and let it get a little bit more charred on the top. You can eat this on its own, but I decided to eat it with brown rice, cilantro, you know I love me some cilantro, and some sweet chili sauce. It was so good. Next up is barbecue night. So if you don't know, I do live in Memphis, Tennessee, the barbecue capital of the world, and I was really craving some potato salad, and it's getting warmer, so it is barbecue season. But of course I'm vegan, so what I decided to do was make a burger, some baked beans, and potato salad. So potato salad is really easy to make. All you have to do is boil your potatoes, some mayo, Dijon mustard, a little bit of vinegar, some seasoning, as well as some chopped herbs and veggies. Then you can mix in your potatoes and set this in the fridge for 30 minutes, or you can do it overnight. Really easy, delicious, and honestly, I've had this at every single barbecue that I've gone to ever since I was born. Next, I'm going to teach you how to make my easy baked beans. I honestly don't like to make this from scratch, so what I do is buy a can of vegetarian baked beans and then I add extra stuff to it just to make it taste better, because I honestly find that a lot of them on the market don't taste that good. So I add a bunch of like veggies like celery and onion, a bunch of seasonings, brown sugar, let that caramelize, and then add the rest of your ingredients like ketchup, Dijon mustard, a little bit of apple cider vinegar. And essentially what you do is let this cook down a little bit before adding your can of beans, and then you let that cook for like 20 minutes and you're good to go. And it'll taste so much better than it did originally. And also, because it's a weekday, I'm going to be using these pre-made burgers. I just toss them in the toaster oven. When they're done cooking, I add a little bit of cheese to let them broil. Then I'm going to dress it up with sriracha mayo, spinach, tomatoes, pickles, the burger, and that is essentially it. This is one of my favorite dishes to make. Barbecue season is here, and I'm so excited for the warmer months. Are you even a tired adult if you are not doing pasta night? Pasta nights are so easy to make, and honestly, when I have no energy to cook anything, pasta is the way to go. You can honestly tell that I have no motivation to cook when I'm making pasta. I like to make it the easiest way possible. Put olive oil into a pot, add some veggies. I also add some tomato sauce, add some reserved pasta water. Let that cook down a little bit before adding your pasta. And then I like to serve that with some roasted veggies. I either do asparagus or roasted Brussels sprouts. I also like to add extra salad and garlic knots. And this is an easy 30-minute meal. Alright, and our last dish is not going to be getting too much screen time in this video, but essentially all of my beans are usually cooked the same way. It's usually just sofrito, adobo, sazon, and some tomato sauce. You add your beans in, let it cook a little bit, cover it, let it cook for some more, make some white rice, some tostones or maduros. Serve this immediately, and it is a really easy dish, but also super delicious and a very true Puerto Rican meal. Alright, llegamos al último del video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to try out any of these delicious recipes or anything else that I make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. You can also check out all the recipes on my website and follow me on all social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and everywhere else as La Comida Jeremy. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care y hablamos ahorita. Ciao!